Brooks, because you know all of college football and recruiting and portals and whatnot. We got to talk. Yeah, I can't shake it. I just started doing that one day as a bit, and now just every time I mention it's transfer Pirtle. But the Pirtle King, Lane Kiffin, on fire right now. And I think it's very interesting projecting to a 12-team playoff. I think that you're going to have an average of probably 4 SEC teams make it each year, right? So Georgia and Alabama, we're going to go ahead and definitely say there. And I think you could say Texas, you're feeling really damn strong about. And then it kind of looks like maybe Ole Miss next year. I mean, now they get juiced. I mean, they got the number one wide receiver out of the portal. They get the top 2 edge rushers. Yesterday, they had the number 1 corner from Mississippi State. Where's your expectation level for Ole Miss and where they rank in this SEC going into 2024?
So I think for the first time in like 10 years, I've been observing Lane Kiffin. I know he's been around for like 15, it feels like, but everything seems calculated. If you go back and watch what he did last year in the portal, it wasn't these dudes. He didn't go chasing big-time Power 5 retreads. What he did last year was he went and just pillaged the village on every mid-major that was available. Every player he could find that he knew, hey, quantifiable, this guy was all conference at mid-major level. Guys just missed on him for whatever reason coming out of high school. Hey, we're going to give that guy a chance to be a starter here for us. Guess what? Almost all of those guys hit. They were all big-time contributors for him on the lines of scrimmage particularly. And so you go 10-2, you have this great year, you look competitive in the games you're supposed to. You get thraxed on the road against Georgia, but don't worry, baby, you got them at home next year, so you don't have to really worry about that. You set up this timeline to really walk into your boosters' dorm rooms or wherever the dorm rooms, boosters' rooms, whatever, and you can say, guys, our window is now. We got Jackson Dart coming back. Quinshon Judson's the last year they're going to make him play college football. Our window is now. Give me everything we can. We're going to go maximize our output. And that's exactly what he's doing this year. But it only happens if he set it up properly this past year.
No, he's done a great job. I mean, you said like they have the key pieces. Now it's like, let's just get the couple other pieces that take us to the next level. And I'm looking at 24/7 Sports right now, and it's kind of like 100% Walter Nolan to Ole Miss too. Like that defense. Year two.
Hey, fucking Pete Golden, you're paid $2 million a year.
Pete Golden,
you're now getting Monty Allen. You're getting Barone. Like, you better be fucking good.
Well,
you got Richardson. You better be good.
Maybe the easiest schedule in the SEC next year as well.
Yes.
So you couple all that together. Like, you may not win the SEC, but I would be very disappointed if Ole Miss wasn't in the playoffs. Like,
so Scott in the chat says he still hasn't won big games, and that's actually one of the reasons why I think this Ole Miss Penn State games mean so much to Lane Kiffin. Like, what's Kiffin's best win in Ole Miss right now? Beating this year's LSU team, which is impressive in
that is his biggest win.
But it's impressive in how they did it. They were down 9 with like 8 minutes left, so like that's tough, to come back and do that. But that's not like a hang your hat win. Like they need to beat Penn State to build this. No, for him, yes. Yeah. But they need to beat Penn State, get 11 wins for the first time in school history, and then the hype train is fucking like a maglev Japanese bullet train.
Because forever it's there's been a difference in talent between him, LSU, Georgia, Alabama. Like
he's always been able to stand up there and say, we didn't have the guys. Every single time he's been able to stand up there and say, what do you expect me to do? They got NFL football players. Well,
he said that for the Georgia game. He said the Georgia game, Brooks.
Yep,
he said it. He got up there. He said they got 40, 50 guys that'll be in, NFL type guys. I don't have that. He laid out like the number of 4- and 5-star guys Georgia has to Ole Miss. Like that's so you want, like he doesn't win big games. It's hard to win big games when you have an arm tied behind your back. When they got that much talent difference than you do, like you that's hard shit, man.
You just asked your boosters to pay to have those ties removed. And now the expectations come with this, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
is it playoff or bust for Ole Miss now?
They do have the talent, for sure. In a 12-team playoff, absolutely, absolutely. I've heard rumors, and you take all these with a grain of salt. But as I said earlier in the week, I've heard rumors they poured $10 million into this roster. So you tell me if that's playoff or bust. Again, I don't know.
Ryan Day told you it costs $13 million to maintain his.
Yeah. So I mean the market is the market.